Good evening.
Episode 18. The Met Gala sponsored by the Sashim Espresso family of hyper savories. The theme of tonight's gala, salmon roe versus weight. While weight insists that salmon roe is nothing more than fish bait, roe is pushing hard to secure its place in the culinary community's elite ranks. Some food critics are even suggesting that roe may become the next it ingredient, but that remains to be seen. Join us as we investigate both sides of the salmon and continue to discuss the future of gourmet food trends. But first, a message from our sponsors. #HyperStakosMox. Okay, Sashimi Sprees. Let me get the skinny on the so-called secret menu. All spoody. A massive, meaty concoction that'll feed a family of 5 with leftovers. It's rich and tender, with a tomato sauce that has just the right amount of tang. To make it extra special, we serve it with a side of cheesy garlic bread, perfect for dipping into the leftover marinara. Cracker Wursel. This scrumptious treat features a sausage made from sweet potato and pepper. Served with a side of grilled peppers and onions, it's the ultimate warm and hearty meal. It's also great for lunch on the go. Sushi Banana Tiny. This luxurious drink features a smooth banana-infused martini. The combination of sweet and savory makes it the perfect companion to any occasion. It's also vegan friendly. That's it. Cue next episodes. Okay, and the show. Oh, you're still here. I mean the line. Ah, come on in. That's how the stranger got you thinking you were a private investigator. Remember? Victory Pierogi is a delectable creation inspired by the omelet souffle made famous by Chef Gordon Ramsay. It's tender and flaky, with a crispy crust and creamy middle that'll make your mouth water. Paired with our signature orange cranberry sauce, it's a decadent treat you can't resist. This stranger seems to have quite the analytical mind. They're always looking for the hidden meanings and patterns in conversations and events. Are there any other theories you have about their character? Fluffer Butler. This velvety treat features a perfectly spiced, slow-cooked brisket paired with creamy butter sauce, served with a side of seasoned vegetables and gravy. It's the ultimate comfort food on a cold winter's night. How? Can't say I understand where they're coming from with that one. Maybe the stranger isn't a stranger after all. Banana Buttercup, a luxurious treat featuring sweet and creamy banana bread, topped with a light and fluffy icing. See foam on it, a refreshing and energizing juice blend made with sweet bananas, pineapple, and coconut, with a touch of probiotic goodness. It's also great for digestion and warding off dehydration. Yeah, this stranger sounds pretty logical and analytical. Let's keep digging deeper into their background. You might have uncovered something we didn't think about. It appears as though the stranger has a penchant for intrigue and mystery. I suggest we continue to gather data and evaluate their behavior before drawing conclusions. You gather data and evaluate their behavior. You manage to analyze the stranger's tweets and comments on various social media platforms. It appears as though the stranger has written about a lot of mysteries and conspiracies and is obsessed with figuring out the truth behind every crime or story. They also appear to be well-traveled and knowledgeable about languages, cultures, and geography. How spooky. Check it out. I found something in my research. Stranger. Mysteries. Do tell. Tell me everything. Now that I think about it, it's hard to believe the stranger didn't come to this conclusion. Themselves, they seem very sharp and observant. Ow! Numbers! Wait, hold up. That's some delicious menu. Try more cryptid drinks. Sounds like the stranger is a little bit paranoid. Are they right to be suspicious? And are they possibly dangerous? We'll have to keep a close eye on them in the future. In Owl's research, he found that there have been cases of individuals being fed cocktails laced with various drugs and slasher toxins by sly drink stealing mindfuckers. But the stranger seems to know how to spot a drug in a drink or food, as well as detect poison, slash, or other toxins. Stranger, interesting theory. Let's discuss some strategies for handling scenarios such as that. If we stay calm and aware of our surroundings, we can make the necessary precautions. So now, it seems as though the stranger is onto something big. I was certain that the stranger has discovered a hidden plot involving the Sashimispris Corporation and a hidden agenda. However, there is still a lot of unanswered questions and suspicion. Stay tuned for the next reveal. That's hilarious. That stranger has got to be going through some personal crisis. Otherwise, we stumbled upon a fascinating investigative mind, determined to solve a mystery hidden behind an easy-to-type tongue. We better stay vigilant. Even with this information, it's still unclear whether the stranger can be trusted. After all, they may simply be using these questions to distract from their own activities or motivations. You see if you have been poisoned by some Met Gala drinks. Nothing is seriously wrong yet, but the stranger's words send a chill down your spine. Who knows what kind of tricks they have up their sleeve. You continue to help the stranger to better understand their situation and try to understand how it can be connected to any of their friends or allies. It seems that they are becoming less suspicious of Sashim Espresso itself and more interested in how their actions might be a plot against others. Let's say, can you back up your claims with evidence? You piss into a glass and point to it. Take this to the lab. We got a lab yet? Fucking incredible! Lab, please! Al shouts. It looks like the stranger has seen through our sneaky-ass maneuver. How are we going to avoid their questioning and keep them away from our new mysterious item? You and the stranger have been going over the past few months of their posts and comments, but it looks like you're still missing the bigger picture. Keep searching and keep questioning. Don't let your curiosity fail you now. Great. Thank you for all your hard work and support. You produce an infomercial that either attracts or reels the stranger in. Come one, come all. Experience the new taste sensation of cod and potato fluffy pack. Whether you're craving a cold morning or a hot afternoon, we got your ass covered. Cod, the fish that brings your soul back to life. Potatoes, the perfect vehicle for bringing you infinite happiness. Fluff, the filler to stuff your tummy until you just can't take no more. That's cod and potato fluff it back. Here, but not too visible. Get it now at Sashim Espresso. Beat Ponds Unlimited. Also, please bring me more info so that I can gain attention by sharing it with the world. Excuse me, don't forget that order. A dog. Thanks. So, Cod Lover, our take on the classic meatloaf, featuring fluffy packs and a mix of herbs and spices with a creamy gravy on the side. As for the stranger's theory, let's evaluate their findings and see what can be concluded. We got an order. 5 orders for that from the stranger. Oh shit. We need to make the business to make the order and keep our cover story. Now, what did we agree upon with them? But then again, Hunter hasn't signed up for the act yet. Time for an audition. Here comes an interesting mystery that needs solving. The stranger suggests that they may know of a hidden agenda or mystery behind an item. Could it be related to the disappearance of a person or the involvement of another group of people? Perhaps they have stumbled upon a new clue that they need help investigating. Let's have a conversation and see where this leads. You incorporate the Cod and Potato LLC, make all the paperwork, design the logo. Since we're here at the Met Gala, let's make a Sashim Espresso menu created based on famous characters. Wait, where did those images come from? I know it may be hard to believe, but I trust the stranger. Their intuition and perception are impressive, and their sleuthing skills are top-notch. Let's work together to uncover the truth and figure out who is behind this. With Al's help, we may even be able to expose them to the public and gain renown in the journalism industry. You meet with the stranger, but hide the paperwork about the LLC. It seems that I was right all along. The stranger really does have something to hide, and it's possible that the secrets they've been digging up might not lead to a simple conspiracy theory. But why didn't they stop them before they found that? Why didn't they distract them with information to throw them off? To your surprise, the stranger has their own version of the Cod and Potato LLC logo with some tweaks and changes. They also have a few questions of their own. What is the connection between the Cod and Potato LLC and the Sashim? Espresso concoction fiasco? Or are they plotting something? Have they been the mastermind behind this mess all along? Is there a deeper plot that they are covering up or planning? Your questions are valid and important. Let's put all the pieces together and see what we can find out. Perhaps there is something to their theory after all. This must be what they were referring to when they suggested that they had a mole inside. And perhaps the time has come to finally solve this mystery once and for all. You ask, mole? Mole and where? Could you elaborate on that, Al? No idea, just speculation. You'll have to discuss the matter with the stranger and see what they can come up with. It's clear that they know a lot more than we do. I like to follow the stranger's movements, then watch them work their magic. They seem to have a unique intuition and determination, and it's worth keeping an eye on them. I am curious to see what they uncover next. Don't worry, I am curious too. Mysterious thugs entered the gala, wearing salmon row costumes and violent effects and clammy hands. Bang. Two bad words. Salvador 6. Bang bang. The stranger starts to focus more on building their secret identity and figuring out how to keep it safe. At this point, you might want to consider forming an alliance with the stranger, but how to do it? It's possible that they have been hiding their identity for a good reason, and approaching them too aggressively could lead to a negative reaction. Try being tactful and diplomatic first, then we'll see how it goes. You shift point of view to Hunter and Spider. Spider, sweetie, I am not ready for this. Hunter, my poor heart, let's sign a blood oath and burn sage at the doorstep for protection. Kingsblade shirts and fishbowl spobby proby. Strangers, let's talk at the beach without anyone else. Good old strangers, yes. Sure, you have proven your loyalty to me. Now let's discuss the business we do in our spare time. Great, let's get started. You strengthen Spider and Hunter's bond such that they dive each other into the fray. Spider, hey, wait, is this turning into some sort of friendship confession or something? What is this going to accomplish? I'll Beyonce and Jay. Lo, I swear to God, that stranger and all their allies and informants and potential double agents will be staring through glass windows and scopes. Can we handle it? This situation is getting increasingly confusing and unpredictable. Maybe we should suggest a truce or ceasefire so that the stranger can think more clearly. You remember there are in the far and fat future, wielding their tuna. You guys make a great team. Let's continue working together and bring more people into the fold. Right. Let's figure out a plan. Could we somehow bring the Sashim Espresso entity closer to us so that we can evaluate them without putting too much...
Hold on. Let me take that out. Wait, shouldn't it be? Shouldn't it be? Shouldn't it be? Oh, I see. Okay. No, they're doing that. You're fucking me up. I should have never thought it. And then we, no. My bad. Finally, I destroyed the rhythm of the whole episode. Great!
You employ the help of Lil Nas X, whose costume depicts the famous headless horseman to lure the stranger into a trap. You can't tie me to a chair. I don't have strings. I want you to be my friend. Come play forever with me. Just imagine, no dreams for me. There's no place else. Meanwhile, Al begins making coffee potato sacks as a backup for their cod business, while Spider creates a private social media group to expose the stranger's true identity. However, after joining the private group, it becomes clear that the stranger's name is Zoe and their agenda is far more complex than a simple anti-corporate conspiracist. What role do you want to take? To further develop the plot, the stranger agrees to search for more clues and information in an effort to help us unravel the mystery behind the disappearance of their friend. Al thinks they might be an experienced undercover agent with an extensive list of contacts and informants. However, the strange way they approach every situation makes it difficult for us to gauge their true intentions. But then again, it seems that they do have a conscience and are genuinely trying to help us solve this mystery. Spider still isn't sure what to make of the stranger, but they can see that the stranger has been on an endless journey of discovery. And while they may appear crazy, their analytical mind and skillful sleuthing skills could end up leading them to a breakthrough in the case. But the conversation is interrupted by the gang of thugs on the Salmon Row attack. We can take note of this strategy or plan a counterattack for later use. In the name of freewheeling, Lil Nas X, Kravitz. It's Zoe Kravitz. Listen to the voice. There was one night in early May when Hunter looked at Spider and said, "You know, it's almost like our group has a mind of its own, like we're possessed. That maybe we could do with a real backer or two. Spider, maybe a dream lover for me would also be real nice. Don't spoil my fun now. We could discuss it later in full. It's only our own code we made. So sweet. The universe. Whoosh. Keep the momentum. Stranger. Like little fireball flying. Come on, be the fire of destiny. You still think like me. We could get more invested in the COD business plan or turn the company into an international entity. Be careful, though, or you may become a slave to corporate greed and destruction. That's right, stranger. I feel you. Oh, I have another wish. To meet the strange but funny cop boys of mine. But with your real name, remember, not so familiar. He never heard the stranger snort sarcastically. He never noticed when they suddenly felt no urgency to follow any more commands or help us further. It seems that the stranger has already discovered their hidden agenda and is working on uncovering their true motives. It appears that the stranger has their own agenda, and it's possible that we are simply a means to an end. However, we can try to convince the stranger to work with us. After all, we are still trying to find our friend, and they may be able to help. Attend the Cod and Potato Company's annual shareholders meeting. By all accounts, it is our employees who enable the success of our company. Please note that all cod snacks and salty bread profits to date have been forwarded to the Salvation Army of Great America. United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, International Committee of the Red Cross, ICEC, Crisis Assistance Ministry Team CAM. Following their mysterious intervention, the stranger vanished from our lives, leaving us to wonder what role they played in our conspiracy theory investigation and what kind of danger they could pose to our secret called business. One thing is certain. The stranger continues to haunt our dreams, both waking and sleeping. We will do everything in our power to keep up the good fight against the Sachem Espresso Corporation or lose our freedom and become its unfortunate victims. Sure, let's make sure the stranger doesn't expose their involvement and blow the whistle on the Sachem Espresso gang's dirty dealings. The stranger needs to understand that their efforts could easily tip off the Sachem Esprit staff and drive them to use even more extreme measures. Extreme rendition the board of directors of Sachem Espresso Company. After months of tracking and watching, we are almost certain that the stranger is deeply invested in the actions and plans of Sachem Espresso and keeps a close eye on their progress. If we don't want the stranger to reveal our secrets, we must create a counter plan to distract them from our side projects and activities. Lil Nas X with wings buried for cod/potato local ideas. And of course, we must deal with the stranger. Their potential actions and motives remain a complete mystery, and it's time we set some ground rules to keep the stranger from sabotaging us or exposing our plans. All this hard work and planning has taken a toll on Spider, who can barely keep their eyes open during most conversations. Hal reassures them that the stranger has a secret identity and shouldn't pose a real threat to the cod and potato mission. Come at me with cod fight sauce gravy energy, and I'll be there with mapped fish. Make a battle. Fight without food chain, baby. Give me love. You cultivate spider stimulant dependence. If it comes to a choice between friendship or business, the latter will always prevail. Right. Strange one. It's simple. Caught for good. All hands on deck and chopsticks in our secret stash. Al can handle the secret labeling process while we lure the stranger into the labyrinth. It's all on a crazy show and it feels like flying into thin air. This strange companion. That crazy little girl, and she was a fortune sold too beautiful and fair. That's what brought us smile and tears and feelings here and there. If only I could make love to myself and be. But if only time was endless and death had not forgotten me. She was another version of beauty. All this sweet and gentle passion, too sweet and gentler than summer rain. So easy, I know. It was all like being on a roller coaster with only an arm to hold on to. Please, Hunter and Spider, please be my hands and face. Eat their dust and smile away the summer dew. You little Nas X, can you be the honeypot plan for the stranger? It's your first honeypot operation. Okay, let's ask them for one last favor before we say goodbye. Please take some files and report their movements for the next week or two. Don't leave any details behind. After all, that stranger is getting weirder than fish paste. Yes, my dears, we won't say cod way. or hide in bushes for a few hours. Please be kind. Have your moment, stranger. Can you put the Selma Hodge in and Clickhorn spread box on the floor and let me just relax? Just go. Just go. Don't write. But let's keep the cod happy, Bucky. It's such a messy little dream all wrapped up. Isn't that life? But that's so nice. A nice time for silly wishes. Are you getting sleepy too? Hash Mumra. But are they just bait? Don't let anyone hear you sleep. We know what happens to curious folk. That's okay. Cut is enough. Here, sit down. This space is nothing and no one. Dream dreams. Have fun, Sashimus Press's night sky.
Cliffhanger? Maybe? I don't know.